there's no password on this, so you just go ahead and log in. This software here, this is Lock Service 3G. That's the program that you'll use.
Okay.
So this is what actually talks to the doors.
Okay.
What you will need to do is when you are first using this, I'm going to go ahead and close this. So it's that icon right there or the same thing down here. They both go to the same program. When you boot it up, you'll notice there's these two drop downs. The bottom one will always be the same. The top one will only show up if you have this cable plugged in. If you unplug the cable, that goes away. So you need to have this plugged in, and you need to select it if it doesn't show up automatically. This is a proprietary cable. It's just a USB on this end, but this is the other end connects to the locks. So if you break this out, you have to get replacements from us. So the other thing that we need to do is when we're first getting this set up, you need to connect to the server and like download all the information from the server.
Okay.
So in order to do that, you need to borrow one of these connections. The easiest way to do it is one of the ones, anything that your encoder is plugged into, just borrow this cable, because you know that will work. So you plug it in over here.
So this is every time you have to go and unlock a door?
No.
Oh, just one time. This is just to start it up?
This is for certain things that I'm about to show you.
Okay, gotcha.
So once you plug this in, watch for this little icon down here. Right now it's the globe. You got to wait for it to turn into the little network icon, which takes a minute sometimes. Okay, this is no internet. Let me see if that's going to connect. No, that's not going to connect. Excuse me 1 second. Yeah, that's that.
So wait about like 15 minutes for you to get your bag on the So once you get your bag, you're going to go downstairs. You're going to walk outside, you're going to go to the room. You're going to be like, go ahead and do it. Great, thank you.
Yeah, so that's working. There we go. All right. So whenever you update anything on the server, whether you add a new user or you change how the doors are configured or whatever changes you're making, that's on the server, but it doesn't get to this laptop until you manually update it. So we're going to go to where it says download data from server, and here's all the different kinds of data you can have. So just hit check all. These three at the bottom, the power open token, the cold start token, and the factory reset token, we don't need these unless you're looking for those specifically. So everything else is just the settings on the server. So we'll hit download, and you can see down here where it says, so it's downloading system parameters and then cancel cards, and then it's cycling through all the things that it's updating. So there you go. So when it's finished, it'll say download data from server finished, and then we're all updated. For these three at the bottom, the tokens, those are all temporary, and they do specific things. So the power open token is to open a door from the outside, even if the batteries are dead. The cold start token, that's like a troubleshooting thing. If a lock is completely unresponsive, you can cold start it, and that will like return it to factory default settings. So that completely erases everything in the door. But it's like if the lock is frozen up and you can't get it to respond to anything else, you can cold start it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to show you is down here under tools, there's a thing that says power open, and then there's a thing that says cold start. The text on here, it says the token has expired, so you can't do anything.
So how to renew that?
So that's what you do is when you download the token.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and say download Power Open token. When I download it, now it's asking me for my password because when you download a Power Open token, you can open doors. So as a security measure, it will ask you for your password. It helps if I type it in right.
Is that the one that I have my user ID?
Yours will work. That's not the one I just used,
Okay,
but
gotcha.
yes. So it's okay. So it did the same download finished. So now when we go to Power Open token, now we don't get the token is expired, we get the open one.
Okay.
So that token is good for half an hour from when you download it.
Oh, okay.
You can use it as many times as you want within that half hour, but half an hour later, it'll go back to that token is expired.
Okay, gotcha.
So you download again.
Yeah, so if you need to use it, you have to download it again.
Okay, gotcha.
So, let's plug this back in over here. Do me a favor and check, make sure room 107 is vacant. Rhonda?
I'm sorry.
107.
Yeah, I don't know how to check the reservations. 107 is just the nearest one that I saw. Okay, so there's no one checked in? Okay, so let's go over there because that's the nearest of the new locks that I found.